Are we live here? I have to make sure that we're live for our first big watch along on the channel. Gotta make sure we're live. I think we're live. I think confirmation. We're live. We're live and we're cooking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here. We're actually here. Our first Champions League watch along of this YouTube channel's career, you know? We're doing new stuff. We're trying something new, you know. We had a poll in the AC Milan versus Roma game asking you guys if you were going to watch the Liverpool versus Real Madrid watch along if I did it, and you guys were interested. And here we are. Here we are about to embark on a journey, a full 90 minutes journey and some on this big game. And I think it's gonna be a big step forward. A big step forward in the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. I mean, big shout outs to FGH in the chat. He has been going crazy. I mean, big shout outs to FGH. Honestly, big shout outs to FGH because I think I noticed his chat was going like he started charting on the channel like I think like 10 minutes before the stream was gonna kick off. He was already going crazy in the chat, and he's still going crazy in the chat. He's got some questions going on, he's got some emojis going on, he's got some reactions going on. Lovely stuff from FGH. Lovely stuff. Now, we've got a few minutes. We've got like 20 minutes before the game kicks off. I wanted to start the stream early because, you know, I wanted us to have a little bit of conversation before the game kicks off. You know, let's talk about some interesting stuff. I think the lineup today is interesting. Liverpool's lineup is interesting. Real Madrid's lineup is interesting, to be honest. But I think, I don't want to say it was expected because I wasn't really expecting it. I think some injuries have led to Real Madrid picking this lineup. But I think it's interesting. So I wanted us to get into that before we start on, you know, before the game gets on the way. We have, as I said, 20 minutes ish to just have a little bit of, you know, a preview, you know, just a 20 minutes preview before the game gets on the way. But before we do that, you might have noticed, outfit on today's stream is a bit different. We had the Bellingham hoodie on. What was it? Was it the Real Madrid? No, it wasn't a Real Madrid watch along. It was a Serie A watch along, but we had the Real Madrid Bellingham hoodie on. And today we've got, let me just get the scoreboard out of the way. Give me a second here. We've got, hold on. Okay, I think the numbers being there doesn't really matter. Let's get the score because it's occupying a whole lot. We've got oh Lord have mercy. We have got on today, let me just transition this properly. We have the Viking Tifo on. Who remembers the last season? Was it last season? Yeah, last season. Dortmund versus Real Madrid. They had a Viking Tifo, I believe this is Benzema holding the Champions League trophy. And it was a Viking Tifo. And I was like, you know what? I saw it. It looked interesting. I was like, you know what? We might, you know, try a little bit of designs on Photoshop, try something new, you know. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am liking what I'm seeing. And it's basically the full Tifo. I wish I have the full Tifo here. I don't think I do, but I might. I don't think I do have the full Tifo here. I designed this on another system, so I don't have the full Tifo here. But let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know what you guys are feeling about the outfit. Are you feeling the outfit? Because I think it's good. And we're going to be doing more of this. I wanted to do one for Napoli Stadium, a T-shirt, basically same thing, same design, you know, classic T-shirts, just Napoli Stadium, and then maybe the Serie A title as well there too. So I think it's fire. I think it is fire. Well, now we've got that out of the way. I think the outfit looks good. I think it's gonna be an interesting match. It's gonna be a big match. And hold on a second. I do want the tifo to show. Why do I keep saying tifo? I do want the tifo to show a little bit, so I want to put my character up just a tad little bit, not too much. Just a tad little bit. We're going to get into conversations here. I'm going to answer a few questions in chat from FGH. If you've got some questions in chat, let me know. If you're also new to the channel, you're tuning in for the first time, this is our first Champions League watch along. If you're going to enjoy content like this and you think this is something for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. If you are new to the channel, I do appreciate all the support. I'm trying to get words out of my mouth. They're not coming out. Anyways, all right. So, on to the lineup. This is interesting lineup today. Very interesting lineups today. Arsenal have won 3-0. Napoli have drawn with Frankfurt. I mean, Arsenal this season, very, very interesting. We'll keep an eye on the PSG versus Dortmund. PSG versus Bayern Munich match as well. I think that match is also going to be very interesting. In relation to my prediction of, I think Bayern Munich and Arsenal are the main favorites for Champions League this season, in my opinion. But yeah, let's get into the questions first of all before I answer some questions. Before I get into the lineup. So let's answer some questions. FGH in chat, score predictions. Score predictions. I mean, Real Madrid fans, so I'm definitely not going to predict a Liverpool win. Score predictions, I'm going to go 2-0. I think we're going to score and Liverpool are going to try to get a goal back. And I think we're going to score again. And Liverpool are going to be like, you know what? There's no coming back in this game. And then it's going to end 2-0. Like, you're going to park the bus. I don't think Real Madrid are going to get too many chances. And then it's going to end 2-0. That's my prediction. I wanted to say 2-1, but I think defensively we look solid. And going forward, I don't think Liverpool have as much attacking threat as they used to have. If they had someone like Luis Diaz still up front, I'd probably say maybe 2-1, they get that goal back. So I think 2-0, my prediction for the match. Who's more clutch, Salah or Bellingham? Bellingham, I think Bellingham has proved to be a little bit more clutch. Although Salah does have that pedigree of being a clutch player, but I think, in my opinion, I'd say Bellingham. I do think Bellingham is a little bit more clutch than Salah. That's all the questions in chat from FGH. Again, shout out to FGH in chat. He is a real one, a real supporter. Love his support in the chat. Let's get into the lineups, actually. On screen now, we have Liverpool's lineup. Ekitike, Vert. The surprise inclusion in this lineup is Florian Wirtz. And anytime managers make these types of surprise inclusions in their lineups, I'm always kind of suspicious, because I'm like, why is Wirtz playing as a left winger? Wirtz is not a left winger. So what is his actual role going to be in the game? What is his actual role going to be in the game? And I think it was the same thing with Camavinga in the El Clasico. Camavinga was playing in the midfield and Güler was playing more as a right winger. And everyone was like, yeah, Güler is not a right winger. And then in the game, Camavinga was more the right winger and Güler was playing in Camavinga's position. So seeing Wirtz in that lineup for Liverpool, I think, is going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what his role is actually going to be in the game. Any predictions on what his role is going to be in the game? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his role actually is going to be in the game. It's going to be interesting to figure out. But front four of Wirtz, Szoboszlai is the only player I think I am a little bit like, okay, this guy has been playing well this season. He's going to do something, in this game. So Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Salah, Ekitike as their front three. McAllister, Gravenberch. I think this is going to be a midfield battle. This is definitely going to be a midfield battle between Bellingham, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch. I do think so. And whoever wins that midfield battle has a better chance of doing something in this game. Back four of Robertson, I was thinking Kerkers was going to start. I thought Slot was going to do it. That Kerkers was going to start. I would have been more, excited if Kerkers was going to start, because he's playing absolutely ass this season. But yeah, Robertson, Van Dijk, Kanate, Bradley, and Marmardashvili in between the sticks. For Real Madrid, Bellingham, Mbappe, same lineup actually from the Clasico. So a 4-4-2 of front two Bellingham, Mbappe, four of Vinicius, Chouameni, Camavinga, Arda Güler, Valverde, Militao, Houghton, Carreras, and Thibaut Courtois in goal. On the bench for both teams, Liverpool's bench is atrocious. Apart from Cody Gakpo and Federico Chiesa, I don't see anyone on the bench that can really cause some issues. Rio is on the bench, the 17 or 18-year-old. I don't really remember his age. Endo is on the bench. Gakpo, as I mentioned before, Chiesa, Endo. I said Endo, Jones, Kerkez, Joe Gomez, Freddie Woodman. Not a lot of options for Liverpool on the bench, but Real Madrid have Rodrigo, Gonzalo Garcia, Endrick, Brahim Diaz, Ceballos, Trent, Asensio, Fran Garcia, Ferland Mendy, the rest of them. Not two players to be worried about are Adri Lunin and Fran Gonzalez. I think this is going to be an interesting game, mainly because I'm interested to see how Slot is going to approach this game. I don't know how seriously Slot is going to take the Champions League, seeing as he didn't take the Carabao Cup seriously. And it's difficult to win the Champions League. It's not easy to win the Champions League. It's very difficult because once you get to the knockout stages, you're going to start facing teams twice. And facing teams first leg, second leg, you got to have that firepower to sustain yourself for two legs. So it'd be interesting to see, because I don't think Liverpool have the squad depth to focus on the Premier League and focus on the Champions League. So I don't know what Arne Slot's focus is on. He's picked a good team, so I would want to believe he's coming to this game expecting to win. But I would also think he would come into this game thinking, you know what, Real Madrid are a tough side. We're picking form. I wouldn't mind winning this game, but if we can salvage a draw from this game, it wouldn't also be bad, because this is not a knockout game. We're still high up in the Champions League table. Where are they? They're like 10th. Yeah, 10th in the league. 6 points. 3 games played. 6 points is not bad in the league phase. Your next game is gonna be probably easier than this. I think Slot is coming for a draw. That's my opinion. Hey, I might be wrong though. I think Arne Slot might be coming for a draw, because I think getting a win from this Real Madrid team at the moment, unless you're Atletico Madrid, it's very difficult. It really is. Even if you do score a goal, it's very difficult to keep that goal, to keep yourself ahead by just one goal. And it's also difficult to defend against this Real Madrid team, especially the form Mbappe is on. So I think, although it's at home to Liverpool, at Liverpool's home, I think Arne Slot is going to be coming into this game looking for a draw, because I don't think he's going to be looking at this game as a must win, because it's like, you know what, let's get a draw. If you can get a win, it would be nice. And defending against, playing a full defense against this Real Madrid team is obviously not the way to go, because they're going to probe and eventually get into the back of the net. Real Madrid, on the other hand, I think this is almost like a revenge match for Real Madrid against Liverpool, because last season we went to Liverpool, we lost, and we got that meme picture of Mbappe basically on the, flipping. His head was on the ground, his legs were in the air. It was atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious. So I think this is a bit of a rivalry in Europe, a European rivalry for Real Madrid. So I think the players are going to take this as seriously as they can, and we also want to keep that form in the league. Teams like Arsenal, they've won 4 of their last 4 Champions League games. We would want to be up there, although it is a difficult game. Again, this is not me underestimating Liverpool. I think this is going to be a tough game regardless. Guys, give me a second. Give me like 5 minutes and I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to go make sure some stuff is checked. You don't want to. We don't want to be streaming and then the stream just goes off unexpectedly. But the players are coming onto the field now. As I was saying, I think for Real Madrid, this is kind of a little bit of a European rivalry. You know, just a tad little bit of a European rivalry. And sorry, but let me just catch my breath real quick. Whew. Had to run around. Literally had to run around. Let me just catch my breath real quick. All right, we're good. So, as I was saying, I think this is a grudge match for Real Madrid because the last time came up against Liverpool, you know, it wasn't the best performance. It wasn't a performance to write home about. So it's something, you know, the Real Madrid players are going to, you know, take seriously. And I think players like Vinicius Jr., they haven't done much in the Champions League. They haven't done, you know, Vinicius hasn't really done much in the Champions League. He'd want to prove himself. You know, he'd want to get on the score sheet. He'd want to show Xabi Alonso, because I said this in one of my watch-alongs. That I think Vinicius Jr. still needs to prove himself to Xabi Alonso. You know, it's not automatic merit from Xabi Alonso. You know, you need to come into the team, prove yourself. You are a starter, but you need to prove yourself, and I think that's what Vinicius still needs to do. Players like Mbappe, Goulet, Bellingham, they have. I mean, Bellingham literally comes back from injury, scores the winner against Juventus in our last Champions League game, and scores the winner in our Clasico. Gets a goal and assist in the El Clasico. So I think Bellingham has proved himself to be a player to be in the starting 11. Mbappe has done that. Goulet has done that. A lot of players have done, and I think Vinicius has kind of done that, but it's still 50-50. It's still 50-50 on him. So I think players like that still have a lot to prove to Alonso. I think they still do. They definitely still do. Game is about to begin. Interesting questions in chat. Interesting questions in chat. Very interesting. Oh, wow. Realize something. What's going off here? What is this? All right. Yeah. So let me know your questions in chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are saying. What I think is going to score first? I mean, I predicted it's Real Madrid 2-0, so I think Real Madrid is going to score first. To be honest, I would like my prediction to be wrong. You know, I wouldn't mind if my prediction was a little bit wrong. You know, I think the stream is a little bit laggy here. I think it is. I think the stream might be a tad bit laggy here. All right, I think we're good. Let me just make sure some settings are right. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Trent is in the stands. Back to his boyhood club, Trent. You never walk alone, I guess. Let me make sure my timer is ready. Is my timer ready to go? It is ready to go. Match is about to begin. It's an interesting match. And I'm again very interested to see how Liverpool approach this game, because they need some form. They do. Liverpool. A rugby kickoff for Liverpool. Carreras with an early clearance. Very early clearance from Carreras today. All right. Just wanted to make sure everything is actually A-okay. I think everything is A-okay. All right. Gucci in the Louis store. We're good. I think it would do Liverpool a lot of good if they can score first. I don't want them to score first, but I think if they want to get something from this game, Salah on the right wing here, he's always got something for us. Mohamed Salah, he's got a grudge on Liverpool. Salah. Again, interesting to see how Vert is going to be used in this system. Is he going to be an out and out right winger? Which seems to be the case, to be honest. He is on that right wing a lot. He is there. He's not inverting into the midfield or anything like that. He's just right there on the right wing. And as I said earlier, this is going to be a midfield battle. This is going to be a battle of a lovely flick on from Ekitike to Florian Wirtz. He has inverted to that midfield. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Wirtz is going to be used. We're basically playing the same way we played against Barcelona, with Camavinga on the right wing. Yeah, same formation, same system. Camavinga playing right wing, Goulet in the middle. So very, very interesting setups for both teams. I think Wirtz is going to be the standout here in terms of how he's going to be moving on the pitch. I think that's going to be interesting to look at. But the players I'm looking at Vinny today. I'm looking at Houghton, to be honest. Oh, Ekitike running through and going. And Houghton, he's over here, tries to clear the ball, but Militao. Wirtz does well to take out Militao with a dribble here. He's on the right wing. He is on the right wing. Tries to find a cross, but Wirtz. Again, I'm always a fan of forward tracking back, and I think Camavinga, obviously he's not a forward, he's a midfielder, but playing in that right wing position, he's tracking back, helping Valverde out defensively. And when Valverde inverts, I said this in the match reaction, the El Clasico match reaction, when Valverde inverts, Camavinga is going to be there. Ball out to Mbappe. Houghton. Vinicius and Houghton are the other players I'm looking at today, because I want to see how Houghton plays up against a team that's going to press. In La Liga, not a lot of teams press when the defender has the ball. So I want to see how he plays under that press, because we're going to face teams that do press. Camavinga, he has been shaky on the ball today. Camavinga, ball has gone out. The Anfield crowd, the Anfield crowd is always going to look good. They are on it. They are on it, Anfield. They are on it. Is that Konate on the right wing? Good tackle from Jude Bellingham. The Anfield crowd is always going to be interesting. Always, always. Already, Liverpool with the press. Not effective, but it's a press nonetheless. Good flick from Wirtz. Oh, Houghton, what's he doing there? Was he, expecting the referee to blow the whistle there, but it was offside, but it was a late offside call. I'm hoping we don't play out from the back. I hope we're not trying to play out from the back here, because this is what Aston Villa did, and they got their asses handed to them on a plate. I hope. Oh, lovely ball from Carreras to Vinicius. Carreras is also a player I'm looking at. Vinicius on the left wing here is always dangerous. He looks for a horrible pass. Bellingham, lovely energy. Tries to get away from McAllister. Doesn't get that. Ekitike, Courtois. Good sweeper keeping. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the playing out from the back. If I am being real. I don't know if I am the biggest fan of it because Liverpool have. I think the stream gets the stream quality keeps dropping. Don't know why. Do not know why. How to be Vinicius here. Left wing Vinicius, lovely movement. They can't tackle him. He's in the box here. If they do tackle him, it would have been a penalty. Yeah, the stream is getting bad now. Don't know why. Quality of the stream is dropping. Salah on the right wing. Over to Courtois. Again, I'm hoping this is not going to be passing out from the back. Oh, lovely ball over the top from Courtois to find Vinicius. He's one-on-one with Bradley here. That's a foul. Oh, he's up. He's up. It's a foul, but he's up. It was a foul, but he did get up. He did get up. Good. I'm actually glad he got up because I think if he stayed on the ground, probably, it would have been a 50-50 as to whether it was a foul or not. So I am glad he got up. All right. Always good to get the chat on. Vinicius, ball into the box. Houghton tries to get that. He can't. Kamavinga. Mbappe on the right wing for some reason. Bellingham. Always no one in the box. Or Mbappe. Lovely ball from Kamavinga. Probably think he should shoot from there. It was far, but someone else probably shoots from there. Carreras moving the ball around decently well. Don't want to give away too much possession, but we also don't want to lose the ball in bad positions because Liverpool are that little bit dangerous on the counter attack. Kamavinga tries to find Bellingham, and it's out for a throw-in. Early, balanced starts for both teams. Ball over the top. Militao. It's going to be an interesting battle, Militao and Ekitike, because I think those two are physical units. Militao is quick. Ekitike is quick. Referee blocks a ball, and it's going to be a dead ball. It's going to be a drop ball for Real Madrid. Again, I think Ekitike and Militao, interesting to see. Gonna be interesting to see. Again, I hope we don't play out from the back too much because, yeah, you see that bad pass from Houghton, and we lose the ball. I don't want that to be the case all the time. Carreras and Salah is also gonna be an interesting battle to see. Houghton again. I did say he's a player I'm looking at. Dean Houghton. He's lost the ball. He's lost the ball in a bad position there. I did say Dean Houghton is a player I'm looking at. Because if we are going to play out from the back, Liverpool's press, when they don't have the ball, especially when it's defenders, that could have easily been a goal. If that was a better chance for McAllister, that probably is a goal. So I want to see less of that. I want to see less of that. Yeah, kick it long, Courtois. Kick it long. Kick it long. But they've got a lot of high intensity here, Liverpool, in the start of the game, especially when they're on the ball. Trying to move the ball very quickly. Ekitike tries to flick it on. He does get the flick onto Salah. Good control from Salah. Can he give that to Vert? Ekitike can't turn away quick enough. Valverde is on him again. Valverde has inverted, and Camavinga is at his position. Now it's Goulet there. Carreras and Salah is gonna be a mismatch, I think, because Carreras is such a good defender. I mean, Vinicius, go on the left wing, go. You can take them all. He's still going. He keeps it in. I think he doesn't. He doesn't keep it in. I want to see a big performance from Vinicius today. I want to see it because I think that his reaction in El Clasico is something that a lot of people are going to keep talking about. I really do think so. A lot of people are going to keep talking about his reaction in the El Clasico when he got subbed up. So he definitely needs to put on a performance. Ekitike up against Militao. Finds Szoboszlai. Haven't seen much of Szoboszlai today, but I know he's definitely going to be in this game for sure. Gravenberch. Actually, I should be giving you guys updates on the other games as well. Probably have a goal somewhere. I haven't seen anything in chats, but probably have a goal somewhere. We have a goal. Bayern. Wow. Bayern have scored against PSG. When did the goal come in? In the first 4 minutes, Luis Diaz. Wow. I did say this. Bayern and Arsenal are the ones looking dangerous this season. In Europe, in your respective leagues, looking very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Again, Salah and Carreras. Oh, Salah, he's in the lovely dribbling from Salah here. Goulet, can he find Vinicius? He cannot. But he's still chasing the ball, Vinicius. Over to Mamardashvili. Let me know your thoughts in the chat so far. We have 12 minutes of the game gone. All over the top to Ekitike, but I think he was offside. Goes for a throw-in though. Again, very intense start from Liverpool. They have definitely had that start of a team that is at home and has that home crowd behind them. For sure. They've got that. Valverde looking for options to pass the ball to. Can't find one. And is it a foul? It is a foul. It is a foul in Arda Güler. 13 minutes in the game gone. I remember as well, Arda Güler and Szoboszlai had that argument in international football as well. So I mean, Liverpool and Real Madrid, we've got that little bit of rivalry going on for us. We have got that little bit of rivalry, in Europe, especially since that final where Ramos injured Salah and Salah literally had to get subbed off and he was having one of his best seasons. I think Houghton and Militao need to stop underestimating Ekitike. Always get good internet, guys. That's one thing I'll advise you to do. Always get good internet, because I have been absolutely shafted here with my internet service provider. Absolutely shafted. Absolutely shafted by my internet service provider. Fortunately, nothing serious happened in the game so far. I mean, oh my goodness. Get good internet, guys. If you're planning to do live streams, watch-alongs, whatever it may be, please get good internet. My internet just went down for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of no response. I've had to switch. I've got two routers at home. So I've had to switch from the one I was using. Literally have to switch from one internet to another. I switched to the other internet and I was like, I switched to the other internet and it wasn't working as well. Yellow card for Bellingham, I think. Vinicius. Yellow card for Vinicius. All right. Yeah, Vinicius is not really gonna get a red card. So, yellow card for Vinicius as he tracks back Connor Bradley. First yellow card of the game. I'm just happy I didn't get like I didn't miss anything. I am happy I didn't miss anything. So Buzzlight with a free kick in a good position. We got scored on free kicks last season, so hopefully that's not the case this season. You know, hopefully that's not the case. But you never know. These guys, they see Real Madrid and they see an opportunity to go viral. So yeah. So Buzzlight might just put it top bins. He does put it in the box. Questionable header from Konate. And it's a throw in for Liverpool again. Luckily, I didn't miss anything. The stats should be up now, actually. It's been a while. The stats should be up. Let me just pop that on screen now. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just refresh. All right. Got the stats on. Ball over to the right wing for Salah. Cannot keep it in. It was never going to keep that in. All right, we've got the stats on screen. We're back. If you're watching and this is your first time, fortunately, hopefully, you didn't get to see the horrendous network issues I had on stream. Hopefully, hopefully. But hope you guys are having fun in chat. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying the conversations. The match has been a tad bit stale. Nothing crazy going on. We've completed a lot of passes. A lot of pass accuracy, but nothing crazy really going on. I would say the passing out from the back. I'm not the biggest fan of it, as Camavinga loses the ball on the right wing here. Sorry, the left wing here for Liverpool. Again, not the biggest fan of the passing out from the back. Carreras over to Mbappe. As I said, Mbappe's got a bone to pick with Liverpool. Vinicius on the left wing. Can he do something? He's got two players on him. Carreras. He uses the overlap for the first time. Is that a penalty? It's not. Conor Bradley. Oh, Tchouameni wins the ball in a good position. Mbappe. Vinicius. He's going. He's going to the box. He's got two players on him. Goes back to Carreras. Arda Güler. Can't really find anyone. Liverpool are defending here. Vinicius basically got Gravenberch and Konate on him. Gravenberch, Konate, and Bradley on him. Vinicius. He's a marked man. He's a marked man. Anytime Vinicius touches the ball, he's got like two players on him, which is understandable. It is Vinicius Jr. You do want to put players on him. Respectable. Pineapple and pizza. Yes or no? Good shots. I think Mbappe tried to go over the ball and he did touch it a little bit, taking it, diverted it, of course. I've never had pineapple on pizza, for sure. Will I ever have pineapple on pizza? I don't know. Carreras with the cutback. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, nothing on that penalty called from Carreras. Houghton clears the ball straight into the path of Florian Wirtz. Oh, what a save from Thibaut Courtois. What a save. Wow. Florian Wirtz. Not Florian Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Clear cut and go. One-on-one with Thibaut Courtois. First time shot. And what a save. My goodness. He is the best goalkeeper in the world for a reason. What a save. Houghton, again, a player I said I was going to have a look at. What a save from Courtois. That's a goal any other goalkeeper. Szoboszlai hits it well he hits it well. He gets lift on the ball as well, Szoboszlai. My goodness, what a save. What a save. Reminiscent of most Champions League finals we've had against Liverpool. Most Champions League finals we've had against Liverpool, Courtois has been outstanding. And that was a wonderful save. Almost as good as a goal, that save. Brilliance from Courtois. Nothing on that. Houghton is, again, shaky. And I'm sure the Liverpool players are going to realize that Houghton is a bit shaky. I don't know why we're passing out from the back. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just go up the field. Let Courtois take it up the field. Let Courtois take it up the field. Because I'm not comfortable with the passing out from the back we're doing. Let's take the ball long. We've got players like Mbappe and Vinicius. They can get a hold on to the ball if need be. I think passing out from the back, I'm not the most confident with Houghton. I know he's got that composure on him, but in a match as big as this, you will not be as confident with Houghton, passing out from the back, especially when Liverpool need this win. Ekitike and Militao. It's going to be a tough battle because Ekitike is a unit as well. Of the ball through to Ekitike. He's on with Militao. He gives that to Salah. So Bosley again, good shot. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's a free kick. Oh, I thought it was a penalty. It's a free kick in a very dangerous position. Let's see this again. So Bosley with the shot. Okay. It's a debatable free kick. Ooh. I mean, if the referee has a look at that, I'd say that's a penalty. The hit is slightly outside the box. Slightly outside the box. But I think the referee is getting a word here. I think it's a free kick. It's an interesting handball. Player's hands were close to the player's body, but obviously it is going to be a potential penalty check because I think Tchouaméni was in the box when he tried to go for the block, but I think the ball hits his hand outside the box. I think the ball hits his hand outside the box, but he was in the box when he went for the block. So it's a check because if it's a free kick, it's definitely a penalty. But the question now is, where does the ball hit his hand? Does the ball hit his hand inside the box or does the ball hit his hand outside the box? Oh, yeah, it is. It's going to be a penalty, I think. I think the referee is going to give a penalty here. Penalty for Liverpool, I think, is again, Szoboszlai has created two big opportunities here. Szoboszlai has created two big opportunities here. And I think if Liverpool get this penalty, it's going to be big for them. But also, I'm interested to see how Liverpool are going to react if they score first. Because I think they're going to park the bus, which is going to be a bad idea. Because parking the bus against this Real Madrid team is not the way to go. Score one and keep scoring, just like Atletico Madrid did. The referee is going to check. I mean, if he checks, it's going to be a penalty. I think from what I saw on the replay, it did look like a penalty. It looked like the ball hits his hand in the box. Yeah. I don't think this angle is good. I think he needs an aerial view of I'm here talking against my team, but I think he needs an aerial view of the chance. Sorry, the ball hits in his hand. Because I don't think he's going to see the lines. You need to see the lines. It hit his hand. No, it does hit his hand. Yeah, this is the view he needs to see. So they're showing it aerial view. It's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty for sure. Not too fussed about the penalty. It is a penalty. I mean, unless Courtois, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a handball. Wow. Tchouaméni. This is so funny. Tchouaméni is smiling because he knows he has gotten away with something here. That's not a penalty. Wow. Liverpool are going to feel hard done by. It's not a penalty. It's not a free kick. And it's a drop ball to Real Madrid. This is after the referee reviews. I mean, hey, it looked like a penalty to me. And I'm a Real Madrid fan. It looked like a penalty to me. So for the referee to have a look at that on VAR and say it was a natural hand placement. He is very lucky there. Foul on Militao. Again, the passing out from the back, I think it has led to Liverpool getting chances. And again, this is what they had against Aston Villa. Aston Villa were trying to pass their way through that Liverpool team. It's not going to work. Because that Liverpool... Okay, so Buzz, what was that? Literally going right over the top of Aurelien Tchouameni, pushing him in the back as well. Again, looking at this again, should his hand be... To be honest, if that was a potential penalty for Real Madrid, I would not be happy that the referee doesn't give that. If I'm being honest, if that was for Real Madrid, I wouldn't be happy that the referee doesn't give that. Because I think if you're going to say natural hand placement, his hand is close to his body, for sure. His hand is closer to his body, but I think his hand could have been closer to his body. Again, it's been given away, Madrid haven't scored immediately after that, so we can write it off. Goulet, Camavinga, Liverpool press. I don't like the passing out from the back. I'm going to be real with you. I don't like the passing out from the back. I'm going to be 100 with you. I am not the biggest fan of the passing out from the back. Militao, Bellingham, and he's off. We lost the ball again. Passing out from the back. Can we stop this, please? Gravenberch over to Connor Bradley. Can he put a ball into the box? He can. Good clearance from Tchouameni. Gets the header out. McAllister to Szoboszlai. Over to Robertson. I don't know why we're trying to pass out from the back. I don't know why. I wouldn't mind us countering. Give Liverpool the ball. Let them hold on to the ball, Liverpool. Lovely 1-2 between Ekitike and Wirtz. This is what we did in the Barcelona game. We were being too tidy, and it led to lovely clearance from Arda Güler. Flicks the ball up and basically bicycle kicks it away from danger. This is the issue. This is, an issue and something we had in the Barcelona game. We were being too tidy on the ball, and Güler gave, a chance away, leading to a Barcelona goal. Mbappe, that flick on to Bellingham wasn't it. It was not it at all. Connor Bradley. I think Liverpool have gotten the better chances. Speculative shots from Szoboszlai. I think Liverpool have had the better chances this game. They haven't really, they've had closer chances on goal. I don't think we've even tested Mamardashvili. I don't think we've tested Mamardashvili in this game at all. I don't think so. But again, it's going to be interesting the second half. If a goal doesn't come in this first half, the second half is going to be very interesting. Let me get updates on the matches as well. Bayern 2-0. This Europe is going to be interesting this season. Juventus 1-1 with Sporting. Europe is going to be interesting this season. I said this earlier this year. Ekitike had a chance to lay Gravenberch off for a good shot, and he didn't. I said this a couple of live streams ago. Bayern Munich and Arsenal, those two, they're going to be dangerous this season. And I think everyone is going to realize how good of a manager Vincent Kompany is. I think he's been very underrated for what he has done at Bayern. And I think a lot of people are going to, Arda Güler in a good position. Can he find Mbappe? It's not a penalty. Güler is down. He had an opportunity to pass to Mbappe. I think he was looking for the penalty. He won the ball high up the pitch. Arda Güler couldn't do anything with it. Bayern 2-0 up against Champions League holders PSG. That Arsenal versus Bayern game is going to be spectacular. It's going to be spectacular, that game. Are we going to watch it? Probably. Ooh, kind of the same situation with Lamine Yamal and Vinicius in the El Clasico, but I think Robertson had a touch on the ball this time around. Konate holding on to Bellingham. Mbappe hasn't really had a touch on the ball. And I think it's due to the fact that we're trying to play through this Liverpool team. This Liverpool team, especially with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in that midfield, is very difficult to play through. And I'm hoping I hope we realize that before it's too late. Because this press, the press from Liverpool, lovely movements from Tchouaméni and Camavinga. Camavinga finds Mbappe. He's going. He's in a good position. Can he find Vinicius? He can. Vinicius on the left wing. Oh, he takes on Conor Bradley. That's not a foul, Vinicius. That's not a foul, Vinicius. That's not a foul. Is it a foul? Oh, Vinicius is bleeding, actually. Conor Bradley. Oh, took him out. Oh. Conor Bradley literally took Vinicius out. It's not a penalty, though, but it looked like a harsh, hand to the face. Wasn't malicious, though. Of the ball from Tchouaméni to Bellingham. It's Vinicius again. Not a lot of players back. Ekitike is tracking back, though, of the ball to try and find Mbappe. Can't. And it's Conor Bradley again. Conor Bradley is holding on to Vinicius. It'd be interesting to see. Florian Wirtz has been quiet. I will say that the closest he came to doing something was the chance he gave to Szoboszlai, where Courtois made an outstanding save. That's the closest he's gotten to doing something. Apart from that, he's been quiet. Still trying to play through this Liverpool team. It's difficult. That midfield three, they don't make it easy. Lovely ball over the top to Goulet. Goulet tries to find Mbappe with a one-touch pass. If that was true, that could have been 1-0. That's what we need to do. That's what Real Madrid need to do. Stop this trying to play through the Liverpool midfield. Bellingham with a harsh tackle on Florian Wirtz. I think he got the ball. Oof. Oh, I kind of thought he hit his hand there, Konate. It was a good chance from out there, Goulet. Very, very good chance. Juventus Sporting. If I wasn't doing this game, I'd probably be doing the Juventus Sporting game. Because I want to watch Juventus play. I really do. Vlahovic is starting, which is interesting. Because he wasn't starting before. It was not Timothy, Jonathan David that was started. Bayern 2-0 up against PSG. I honestly do think, Real Madrid is playing well this season, but I do think it's between Bayern Munich and Arsenal. Because I've watched Bayern Munich play this season, and I've watched Arsenal play this season. It's very difficult to beat those two teams. It's difficult to score against Bayern, and it's difficult to score against Arsenal. And Arsenal find it difficult to score against low block teams. What a shot from Szoboszlai. Courtois had to make the save. He is Liverpool's best player this season. Dominic Szoboszlai, he hits that. Had forced Courtois to make a save. And it was a good save as well. Corner for Liverpool here. They've got some tall players. But if they don't get this right, the counter attack may be on. We've got players on the counter. I don't know why Vinicius is marking Virgil van Dijk. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know what we're doing with Vinicius. Vinicius is marking Virgil van Dijk. With clearance, Gravenberch. Over to Connor Bradley. With clearance. Can Mbappe get that? He cannot. Gravenberch. Mbappe, not Mbappe, Bellingham. Van Dijk tries to. Good save from. I mean, Courtois has been our best player. You know, Szoboszlai has been Liverpool's best player, and Courtois has been Real Madrid's best player. And both players have tested each other. So, I mean, they're gonna need a lot more to beat Courtois from that distance. But I think, yeah, we need to that chance. We've had 2 chances, I think, with the ball over the top. And I think that's what we need to do more of. Lovely ball to Vinicius from Valverde. Vinicius and Conor Bradley again. Over to Bellingham. Can he find a pass? He's not looking for a pass. Goes for the shots. And it's a good save from Mamardashvili. Vinicius again. He's going on his own this time. Up against Conor Bradley. Looks for the pass. Goulet. Straight at Mamardashvili. Still nothing. Bellingham. Lovely player on the ball. Goes for the shot. I don't know why Konate is raising his hand. He should probably be trying to take out Vinicius Jr. Not Vinicius Jr. Bellingham. He's back to his best, Jude Bellingham. And it's lovely to see. He's such a good player. And I thought him coming back from his surgery might be a little bit, he might not be up to pace. But I think he has come back, and he's come back at his best. Lovely ball to Bellingham from Tchouaméni. 2 minutes of added time. Over to Vinicius on the left wing. Is he going to use Carreras? He's not. Doesn't have a lot of options. Tchouaméni. Liverpool trying to park the bus a little bit here. Liverpool don't really have a lot of quick players on the counter, though. Camavinga tries to find Mbappe. Mbappe hasn't. They're not letting Mbappe touch the ball. Liverpool, which is understandable. It is understandable, Liverpool. They don't want Mbappe to touch the ball. Bayern PSG. Luis Diaz with a brace. Wow. Have Bayern Munich gotten an outstanding player? Because Luis Diaz was good at Liverpool, but he's looking like Dean Houghton. I worry about Dean Houghton. I really worry about Dean Houghton. I think he's a good center back, but sometimes his decision making is atrocious. Why he's making that tackle on Ekitike on the halfway line, I'll never know. Taking a yellow card for no reason, I'll never know. He did not need to make that tackle, and he's made a couple of mistakes at the back as well in terms of on the ball. He's made a couple of mistakes. I think he's going to get better as time goes on. This is his debut season as well for Real Madrid. He's still dealing with the pressure. Again, Courtois with a good save. Liverpool are getting the chances from distance as well. But again, as I said, you're going to need a lot more to beat Courtois from that distance. Wirtz over to Gravenberch. Is that the game? It is the game. Halftime, 0-0 at Anfield. What are your thoughts in chat? Let me know your thoughts in chat on the first half. I think there have been positive signs from Real Madrid in the first half. I think there have been positive signs from Liverpool in the first half. And I think the playing out from the back, I'm going to be real with you. I think the playing out from the back is not the way to go. I'm being real with you. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the playing out from the back. I'm not liking Houghton on the ball, his decision making. Again, I think Houghton is going to be a good center back in the future, but um, I think his decision making is not the best, especially in pressure situations. I think his decision making is not the best. But for Liverpool, I think there have been a lot of positives. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you look at this performance and you're like, you know what, we're up against Real Madrid, and we are, holding our own. They haven't looked dominant over us. I think Liverpool have got the better chances. I mean, let's have a look at the statistics. We'll get to the questions in chat. Let me know your questions in chat, actually. If you've got some opinions of the game, if you've got some questions, if you've got some things you want to say, let me know in chat. But I think the statistics have been more on Liverpool. We've had possession. Real Madrid have had possession, but nothing really done with the possession. Expected goals, XG, Liverpool are leading 0.71, and they've had good chances as well. Total shots 9 to Madrid's 5. Shots on target 4 to Madrid's 2. Big chances, both big chances. I think the one big chance we probably had was the Bellingham chance, and then big chances missed 1-1 as well. So I think the stats do tell a similar story to what the game is showing us, and I think second half would be interesting. FGH is asking if it ends 0-0, who's happier with the result? I think Slot would be happier. I think if this game is to end 0-0, Arne Slot will probably be the happiest of the two managers, because their next game is up against Manchester City. They don't need to go crazy in the Champions League, because they've lost 4 games in a row coming into this. They lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Apart from the Frankfurt game, they had lost 5 of their last 6 games. So I think coming into this match, they would have been looking for something to just keep them steady, stay unbeaten, and then go into the Manchester City game, because I think that game is going to be very big for them. And as I said, this is not a knockout game. This is a game where Arne Slot can look at it and think, you know what, a draw against this Real Madrid team is good. There's no need for us to push forward, press too much. Let's just get a draw, get a point, and then we'll move on to our next Champions League game, which for Liverpool is PSV, and I think it's a home game as well. So it's going to be a relatively easy game. So they would want to save their energy for Manchester City. And as I said, if Arne Slot is prioritizing the Premier League more than the Champions League, he'd be looking at the team thinking, you know what, let's get a draw, as I said earlier, and then let's go into Manchester City and get a win against them, although it's going to be difficult. So 2 difficult games for Liverpool, and they would definitely be looking to just get positive results. I think a draw is a positive result for Liverpool. Based on their recent form, I think a draw is a positive result for Liverpool. Real Madrid, on the other hand, I think a draw, based on how we're playing at the moment, I think a draw would be a little bit negative. Not too negative. It would be positive, but not as positive as it would have been for Liverpool. Because I think for Real Madrid, again, based on how we're playing, if we play better in the second half and we get a draw, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think based on how Real Madrid are playing, if they get a draw, they would be disappointed. So, yeah. But our next game in the Champions League is also, a pretty easy game. Olympiacos, Elche, Vallecano. So this is out of our next 5 games, apart from Athletic Bilbao, out of our next 5 games, we've got some, pretty easy, simple run of games coming up. And I think a draw here would be, it would be acceptable if we play better. If we play better in the second half, I think a draw will be acceptable. But I think Arne Slot would be the happiest of the two managers with a draw, because I think Liverpool just need something positive, because their run of form, atrocious. It has been bad for them. So they definitely need that run of form. I'm having a look at the Liverpool PSG Bayern game. I mean, I don't know what PSG are doing defensively here for Luis Diaz to get that opportunity to score the first goal. It was a defensive error here for PSG. And then the second goal. Who is this number 45 for Bayern? Harry Kane tries to win the ball. Marquinhos. Don't know what Marquinhos is doing there. So 2 defensive errors from PSG leading to Bayern's goals. Marquinhos is lost. He's looking left and right. I don't know who he's looking for, but he's looking for someone. And Luis Diaz gets the 2 goals for Bayern. As I said, Luis Diaz at Liverpool, he was a good player, but what I'm seeing at Bayern, he's cooking. Definitely, he is cooking. He is cooking. Luis Diaz red card. Wait, hold on. We're on break for the Liverpool Real Madrid game. I'm gonna try and see what's going on in the Bayern PSG game because I'm seeing Luis Diaz red card. How do we go from scoring a brace to getting a this is crazy. My goodness. I don't think I've got the coverage of that match as well. Unfortunate for me. Oh, I do. Okay. I do have the coverage of that match. So, Luis Diaz scored a brace and he's got a red card now. +45. So for whatever reason, the first half went to a +7 and Luis Diaz got a red card. Why he got a red card, I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is so funny. I was thinking, I saw 45 +7. I was thinking we were in the second half. They were still in the first half, so I've missed the red card. I hope they're going to show the red card here. They're not showing the red card on the Liverpool Real Madrid coverage. I'm trying to see if I can see the red card or what happened. I don't know how Luis Diaz has gone from scoring a brace to getting a red card. Crazy. Well, that's a disadvantage for Bayern. Let's see how they handle it. But I think I said this earlier. I think Bayern, Arsenal are the 2 teams I think are going to. I've predicted a Bayern Arsenal Champions League final. That's my prediction. But football is a funny game. Anything could happen. PSG are still in the conversation. Real Madrid are still in the conversation. Manchester City are still. I mean, the form Erling Haaland is on. They're still in the conversation. Dembele has an injury as well. Dembele won the Ballon d'Or and he's now getting injured. That was his life goal. Just win the Ballon d'Or and, just go home. He's like, I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or and then I'll go back to Barcelona Dembele. Because he's injured now in the first 25 minutes. But looking at the stats for PSG Bayern, although this is not a PSG Bayern watch-along, PSG have kind of almost the same thing with Real Madrid Liverpool. PSG have dominated possession, but Bayern have been the efficient ones. With the XG, shots on targets, big chances. 4 big chances. Jeez, that's a lot. 4 big chances. 2 goals scored. I'm really intrigued to see what happened for Luis Diaz to get a red card. It's something it's something you don't see every day. Hakimi is taken off. Oh, so it was a tackle on Luis Diaz. Oh. So Luis Diaz goes in for a tackle on Hakimi, and it didn't look that bad at first. So he gets a yellow card, and then the referee goes to look at VAR, and Hakimi is still on the ground as the referee is looking at the VAR here. Okay. I've got the coverage on my screen now. So Luis Diaz, Hakimi tries to win the ball off Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz tries to win the ball back off him. Oh, horrible tackle from Luis Diaz. What is he thinking? Oh, he takes his ankle out as well, Luis Diaz. He takes his ankle out. It's basically a scissor tackle from Luis Diaz. Atrocious tackle from Luis Diaz. horrible tackle. Literally takes Hakimi out with a scissor tackle. Literally takes Hakimi out with a scissor tackle. And the referee takes, yeah. So he gave a yellow card at first, the referee, and then had to have a look at it, and then gave him a red card because Hakimi is off. So PSG have lost Hakimi to injury and Ousmane Dembele to injury. So both teams have lost some key players. I think PSG will get back in this game. I do think so. I think PSG could get back in this game. They are, you know, I think they've got with a red card advantage. Although it is a forward player that got the red card, I think PSG have that quality to get, you know, to get something back. Yeah. So that's a situation with Bayern and PSG. Very interesting match that. But I think improvements for Real Madrid. I think improvements for Real Madrid are going to be playing the ball long, getting the ball to Mbappe and Goulet more, getting the ball to Vinicius a lot more because Liverpool do send players forward. So you need to get more players to set more balls to Mbappe and Vinicius and Goulet and get them on the ball more. And I think, we would be doing better if that ends up being the case. But Houghton, I think Houghton is a player to have a little bit of concern for, because I think he's got that, a little bit of shakiness on him, He's a little bit shaky, Dean Houghton, and I don't like that shakiness. He's lost the ball a couple of times, and I think we need to, he needs to get himself sorted out a lot more. Definitely. Any questions? Get your questions in chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you're watching and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss out on future content, future watch-alongs, future, stuff on the channel, because we've got a lot of new stuff coming on. I think there's a new thing we're trying with a Champions League watch-along. We've been doing Serie A watch-alongs this season, and I think we're trying a new thing with a Champions League watch-along, and I'm enjoying it. Mainly because it's a Real Madrid game, but I am enjoying it. What subs would I make? A bit too early for subs. What you think? I think it's a tad bit early for subs. Um, I mean, if I had to make, I wouldn't want to make a sub, but if I had to make a sub, it would probably be Asensio for Houghton. If I had to make a sub, it would probably be Asensio for Houghton. Liverpool are missing the tenacity of Diaz. I don't think Liverpool are missing Diaz. Like, okay, that's a lie. I think Liverpool are missing Diaz, but I'm trying to say, in the context of the fact that Luis Diaz got sent off, I don't think Liverpool will be missing Luis Diaz because his tenacity has taken him off. The tenacity you're talking about has taken Luis Diaz off, so I don't think Liverpool are going to be missing that. We're about to begin the second half here. Mbappe going to be kicking off. Let's see if the second half is going to be approached differently by Real Madrid. I would hope so. Referee almost ruined my timer here. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I think I think it's going to be interesting to see. Donnarumma or Courtois in my team. I'm picking Courtois every day. Every day. There's nothing Donnarumma can do, Courtois can't do probably better. The only reason I pick Donnarumma is probably because he's younger and he's gonna have a longevity. Because I actually did think of Vinicius on the left wing here. He's taking on Connor Bradley again. He's harsh on Vinicius. He's not taking it easy on Vinicius, Connor Bradley. He's a defensively solid player, Connor Bradley, for sure. He's a defensively solid player. Cross into the box from Salah. Guler with the defensive header. Keep the questions coming in. Love the questions from FGH. A corner for Liverpool here. Let's see what they can do. Vinicius on Van Dijk is something I don't like to see. I don't know why Vinicius is marking Van Dijk. Vert with the corner. Oh, love Courtois again. Courtois again. My goodness me. Thibaut Courtois again. Even Van Dijk is saying wow. Even Virgil van Dijk is saying wow. What a goalkeeper. My God. FGH, I hope that answers your question. If you're watching this live, I hope that answers your questions, FGH. Donnarumma or Courtois in my team. I'll take Courtois every day of the week. Every day of the week and on Sundays. What a save. What do you think about Arsenal keeping a clean sheet? Don't care. Arsenal keeping it. I'm sorry I just dismissed that, but yeah, I really don't care about Arsenal. I don't have any stake in Arsenal keeping a clean sheet. Courtois again. My goodness. Someone clear the ball, please. Someone clear the ball, please. Courtois has made 2 world-class saves. I don't think that was going in, but he had to make the save. They decided not to cross it short again. Ekitike thought that was going in. Courtois was rooted to the spot. I don't think he was going to make a save there. Liverpool have come into the second half. Liverpool have come into the second half looking for blood. Definitely. Liverpool have come into the second half looking for blood for sure. Let's see if we can get something. Guler. Yeah, he is the best goalkeeper in the world by far. For sure. Clearance by Courtois bad. Still don't understand the play now from the back here. Still don't. Salah got tackle from Chouamini. Guler tries to find a pass. He can't. Bellingham. Mbappe. Can he find someone? He can't. Lovely ball from Carreras to Mbappe. He's still on it to Mbappe. Mbappe. He's still on it. Try to look for Bellingham. His passing has been off today, Mbappe. Bellingham on. Wins the ball in a good position. Mbappe. Thought he was going to go for the shots. Vinicius. Oof, looks for the pass. Connor Bradley's a good right back. Defensively, Connor Bradley's a good right back. But I think that might be the problem with Connor Bradley. He's a defensively good right back, but going forward, he might not be it. Tackle from Militao. Clearance again. Liverpool are pressing. Liverpool have looked the better team. Not gonna lie. Who do I see winning between Arsenal and Bayern? That's the thing. I can't predict. I cannot predict because attacking wise, Bayern have been lethal. That's not a foul on Gravenberch. That didn't look like a foul on Gravenberch from Bellingham. It's a free kick in a good position here. That didn't look like a foul. That really didn't look like a foul. That didn't look like a foul at all. But it's a foul in it's a foul in a decent position here. A free kick in a decent position. Szoboszlai can put one in. Dominic Szoboszlai. Is he going to be able to put one in? It's in a good position. I mean, right hand side, Dominic Szoboszlai. Can he do something? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Szoboszlai with an attempt. Courtois with a simple save. He can't hold on to it, but it's a simple save nonetheless. Mbappe on the counter here, lovely pace, yellow card for McAllister. He had to hold on to Mbappe because Mbappe was going. He had to hold on to Mbappe. Is Pogba playing for Monaco? I do not know that unless I double check for you, FGH. Monaco 1-0 up against Bodo Glimt. I think Pogba is injured actually. He's not playing for them. I think he's injured. He's not on the bench as well. I think Pogba is injured. Yeah, he is injured. He's going to be available late November, Paul Pogba. So, not anytime soon. Just put your mind to next year. He's not going to play till next year. That's the thing. Houghton on the ball again. Keep the questions coming in. Love the conversation in chat from FGH. We need to start going long. I think we need to start testing Mamadashvili. We need to start testing him because I don't think we've tested him at all. To be very honest, 7 defenders at the back for Bayern. I mean, I would expect them to defend. They're 2-0 up, one man down. I wouldn't expect them to be going forward. Why is Houghton all the way out? He's all the way out, Dean Houghton. Liverpool are, passing the ball out really well. Good tackle on Chouamini for Chouamini on Szoboszlai. Hopefully, it's not a yellow card. It has been scrappy for Madrid. I won't lie about that. Probably a yellow card for Chouamini as well. That's probably a yellow card for Chouamini as well. Surprised that wasn't. Surprised that was not a yellow card for Chouamini on that. Uh, the top with clearance from Bellingham. What are Real Madrid even doing? Same question I'm asking myself. I don't know. Chouamini over to Vinicius. Conor Bradley keeps him on side. So Buzla is on for Vinicius. On Vinicius like he's defending him. Goulet. We need that goal. I think if we get the first goal here, Liverpool would be confused. I think if that happens, Liverpool would be a little bit confused on how to approach the game because if they attack, Madrid will get them because they're defending well. That's the thing. Anytime Madrid get the ball, Liverpool are defending well. So it will be interesting to see if they keep defending if we get the first goal. But the problem now is, are we going to get the first goal or are they going to get the first goal? Because they look very good going forward. Even though they're not committing too many players forward, they look very good going forward. Liverpool. Liverpool passing the ball around. Ekitike still on it. Valverde. Goulet, can he clear the ball out? Mavinga. Valverde. Lovely ball to Mbappe. Don't know what that was. Mbappe has been a little bit. Shaky. Just that little bit shaky. Just that little bit. Too many young players in this Real Madrid team. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you on that. Mbappe is in his mid-20s. Militao is in his mid-20s. Chouamini is in his mid-20s. Bellingham is young, but he's basically an experienced player you want to have in your team. Tottenham Hotspur have a red card as well. That's 4 players I've mentioned. Kamavinga, I think he's in his early 20s, but he's still got that experience. So that's 5. I think I've mentioned Valverde's in his mid-20s. So like half of the team is in your mid-20s. Courtois is a old player. Carreras is young, but not that young. He's in his early 20s. The only young players I'd say here is Goulet, Houghton. Yeah, Goulet, Houghton. They're the only players I'd say they're like under 18. Oh, sorry, under 20. I think Goulet is 19 or 20 maybe. So I don't think there's too many young players. I think people forget this is still Alonso's first season. We've not even gotten halfway through the season for Alonso. So these players, although they're winning games, I've said this a lot of times. Real Madrid are winning games, but they're not playing well, which is good. But we're not winning games by playing well. We're grinding results. Carreras into the box here, takes on 2-3 players. He was still going. It wasn't even looking for the pass. But as I was saying, he drives well into the box here. Were there options? I don't think there were any options. Yeah, there weren't any options for Carreras there. Yeah, so I think the players are still getting used to what Alonso wants to do, and I don't think this is what Alonso wants to do exactly in terms of system and how he wants to set up the team. Ekitike is so strong, literally pushes off Chouamini. Salah, lovely ball to try and find Ekitike. Militao, great defending. Houghton, don't know what that was from Houghton. Don't know. Don't know what Houghton was doing there. It's a yellow card for someone. For Bellingham, I think, on Gravenberch. It's a hard tackle. A lot of yellow cards going in. Yeah, so hard tackle on Gravenberch. A lot of tackles. I wouldn't want to see a red card. That's for sure. I wouldn't want to see a red card because I think a red card gives Liverpool that extra edge to get something from this game. Again, as I said, a draw for Liverpool, they would bite your hand off for a draw at the moment. I think they would. I think they would. I think they would be very happy with a win, but I think they would bite your hand off for a draw right now. Because I said all they need is a positive result to Liverpool. Mbappe inside forward on the left. Oh, lovely goal. Lovely goal from McAllister. And it's Dominic Szoboszlai again. It's Dominic Szoboszlai again. Good goal for Liverpool. It's been coming. It has been coming. You can't even be mad about that goal. Now, let's see how Liverpool approach this. I've been waiting for this goal to come in. I really have. Because I think Real Madrid needed a reality check in terms of a bit of a shake-up. Because I think it's a lovely delivery from Szoboszlai as well. Ooh. Is he offside? Lovely delivery from Szoboszlai. Courtois is not. McAllister doesn't like the delivery was so good from Szoboszlai. McAllister doesn't need to do anything. He just needs to stand there and direct the ball because it was hit with so much pace. Lovely delivery from Szoboszlai. My goodness. My goodness. But I think, hey, to be honest, Liverpool have been the better team. They have. They're checking it for an offside. It did look like an offside. It did. But I don't think it's going to be. But I think Liverpool have been the better team. To be honest, I would want this goal to be given. It looks offside. But I think Bellingham is keeping him on. It's going to be very close. If it's offside, it's going to be very close. And if it's onside, it's a goal. Yeah. Good goal. Now, I'm interested to see how Liverpool play after as they've gotten this goal. Are they going to go for two? Or are they going to park the bus? It's going to be interesting to see what Liverpool do after this. Because it's a big goal. It's a big goal for them. They have been the better team. And I don't know what the plan is for Madrid in this game. Because whatever the plan is, it has been nullified. What is Militao doing? What is Eder Militao doing? Mbappe has been defended very well as well. I don't know what Florian Wirtz is crying about. He's on the floor here, tried to tackle Mbappe and goes down. And they're stopping the play for Wirtz. I don't know what he's talking about here. Yeah. So again, I think it's going to be interesting to see again how Liverpool approach this game now that they've scored. Bayern is still 2-0 up against PSG. 30 minutes to go. They've scored at a good time, Liverpool. They have. It was a lovely cross from Szoboszlai. It was a lovely cross from Szoboszlai. Oh, that's a very close offside. That's a very close offside. Very, very close offside. I mean, very close. Very, very close. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how they approach this game now, because I don't think they would have come into. I don't think they came into this game wanting a win. If I'm being real with you, I don't think they came into this game wanting a win. So I think a win is very positive for them, because it will be 2 wins in a row. You know, especially up against Real Madrid. And this Real Madrid team at the moment, again, Real Madrid haven't played well. If we can salvage something from this game, it would be outstanding. Lovely flick on from Mbappe to find Camavinga. There's no one helping him. There is someone helping him. It's Camavinga. Oh, it's Valverde, sorry. Camavinga passing the ball to Camavinga. Mbappe tries to find the cross. There's no one there. Kind of like Roma. Houghton to Carreras. Houghton again. This could be two. If Salah can find the pass to Ekitike, he can't. He's not even looking for the pass to Ekitike. If I'm Alonso, I'll bring on Asensio. Yeah. I think Houghton has been lackluster in this game. I do think so. And I think he has contributed to that's a foul on from Militao. Houghton has contributed to, the defensive instability as Real Madrid this match. I think so. Because I'm looking at this now, and I think we need someone who's a bit more composed on it. Tottenham are going to town in Copenhagen. 4-0 at the moment. Valverde to Courtois. 66 minutes. It's a lot of time. Can we get an equalizer? I feel like there's something missing in this Real Madrid team at the moment. Or it could also be Liverpool have just really done well against us. It could just be that. Hey, you never know. It could just be that. Ball over the top. Carreras and Salah has been a mismatch. Carreras has done very well against Mohamed Salah. Rodrigo is being brought on for who? For who? This is interesting. This is very interesting, because if Rodrigo is being brought on for Vinicius, I don't think I agree with that. I think Rodrigo for Camavinga is better. Is a better sub, or I don't even know. I don't know who Rodrigo is coming on for, but it's going to be interesting here. Houghton again. Alonso, I think Houghton should be the sub he should be taking. He should be making. Who is this sub gonna be for? It's not for Vinicius. It's for Camavinga. Understandable. He hasn't had the best game, Camavinga. And he isn't a right winger, He isn't a right winger. So Rodrigo is coming on to play on the right. Ironic, isn't it? That Rodrigo is here to play on the right hand side of the the game, the field, when he's said several times he doesn't want to play as a right winger. Good ball to Carreras. Let's build something. We can't. Liverpool they've been active. They have been active. They have been active in this game. Carreras, pay attention. He is paying attention. Lovely ball from Chouamini to Bellingham to Goulet. He's still on it. Give that to Rodrigo. Lovely. Passing has been off. The passing has been off. Ooh, Carreras to foul. To foul on Salah. Salah hasn't had he hasn't had the upper hand on Carreras. I mean, we're approaching the 70th minute. We got 20 minutes to go here. The stats have been in favor of Liverpool massively. Madrid has had possession, but have had nothing. They've had possession, but they've done absolutely nothing with the possession. We haven't tested Mamardashvili at all this game. To be very honest with you. Good defender Militao. Let's try and hit him on the counter here. Vinicius has been very quiet. Very, very quiet. The front four have been very quiet. The front three, I mean, Camavinga is not a forward. So front three of Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinicius. Very quiet. Rodrigo. Had to find something. Couldn't find anything. Could have been a handball on Robertson there, actually. Kitike, he's good on the ball. Lovely tackle from... How is that a foul? Yeah, Trent is warming up. I don't see Trent coming on. If Trent is coming on, I think Trent will be coming on in the midfield, to be very honest with you. I don't think he'll be coming on to play right back. I think Asensio should be coming on. I would bring Asensio on because I'm not liking what I'm seeing with Houghton at all. At all. I think Houghton defensively has been not 100%. Courtois, good clearance. Can you find someone? He does find Rodrigo. Rodrigo can't really do much. Nothing doing this game. Nothing doing. Houghton again. Houghton again. Houghton again. If this becomes 2-0, Houghton, I think, is to blame. Houghton again. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with Houghton when it comes to holding on to the ball. He's very. It looks like the pressure is getting to him, which is weird because he played in Bournemouth, up against Liverpool multiple times, and he played well, I think. So to see him not playing well in this game is a bit of a weird one. But I guess playing for Real Madrid and playing for Bournemouth, two different things. We've got 20 minutes to go. I don't know what Real Madrid are going to be. I don't know how they're going to get a goal. But as I said, a draw at the moment for Real Madrid would be a good result. To be real with you, a draw at the moment for Real Madrid would be a good result. I don't know how they're going to get it, but Liverpool have been the better side by a lot. Good control from Goulet. He kind of find a pass. Finds Mbappe. Mbappe tries to give to Vinicius. Connor Bradley. Lovely cross into the box. They're not just going to let Bellingham get into the box like that. Houghton. Again. Dean Houghton, please. Alonso. For the sake of for all that is good, please take Dean Houghton off. For all that is good and holy, please take Dean Houghton off. He has been horrible. Horrible. I don't know why, but Dean Houghton has been bad. He has been bad. This game, he's had a decent season so far, but this game his passing has been off, his decision making has been off. Asensio, I think, needs to get Valverde, don't lose the ball there. He loses the ball. He doesn't lose the ball. Okay. He passes the ball. It gets blocked by Verts, but he doesn't lose the ball, fortunately. Courtois. Can we find something here? If you're watching and you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well to let me know that you do enjoy the content on the channel and the watch-alongs. We've got a lot more in store. We've got a Once to Watch episode coming this week. We've got a whole lot of other content coming up. And I think you guys are going to enjoy. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support in the channel. Goulet. I'm happy to see Liverpool are not defending. They're not like parking the bus. Because I think if they did, Vinicius, left-hand side, can he find something? He's been very nullified this game. Mbappe goes for the shot blocked by Gravenberch. Bayern are still leading against PSG. Around the grounds, score lines. Atletico Madrid. Lovely ball. Oh, Mbappe. Good pass from Vinicius to Mbappe, and you would think gets that on target. Closest Real Madrid have come to doing something in this game. And that came in the 74th minute. Was that a save from Mamardashvili? It wasn't a save, all right. It was curving out. It was curving out. Substitute, who do you bring on? In a game like this, who do you bring on? That's the question. If you're Xabi Alonso, who do you bring on? Because I'm looking at this and I'm not seeing a lot of options to bring on the bench. I think the only sub I'll make is probably Asensio for Houghton. Houghton, Jesus Christ. I'm nervous when he's on the ball now. Dean Houghton, Valverde. I wouldn't mind seeing Trent for Goulet. I think Goulet has been quiet. Liverpool are making subs here, bringing in fresh legs. Gakpo and Curtis Jones. Looks like they're coming on. So that's Vert's evening done. He has been quiet. He hasn't done much this game. Florian Wirtz. Dean Houghton. Over to Carreras. Over to Mbappe. Back to Houghton. Over to Tchouameni. Who is he looking for? He's looking for Rodrigo. He cannot find him. What is Rodrigo doing? The match reaction to this is going to be interesting. It really is. The match reaction to this, because I am going to do a match reaction. The match reaction to this game is going to be very interesting because I think Real Madrid, and I said this, I actually said this after the Barcelona game. I hope that performance against Barcelona can spill into other games because this season, Real Madrid haven't played well. Real Madrid haven't played well this season, but they've been winning games. So we need a catalyst to start pushing and getting, results. So, sorry, getting performances, we've been getting results, not performances. The ball from Goulet, it's intercepted though. Bellingham tries to find Vinicius, too much. It looked too much when they left the boots of Bellingham. Liverpool making substitutions. Curtis Jones and Cody Gakpo coming on. McAllister, the goal scorer, is being taken off to a standing ovation in the crowd. Granted, he has played well. The goal was good. Szoboszlai, I think, deserves all the plaudits. Man of the match, to be honest. Man of the match for Liverpool would be Szoboszlai. Man of the match for Liverpool. Ekitike has been taken off as well. Florian Wirtz is still on the pitch. Wow. That's interesting. Well, I guess that he's doing something the manager likes. He's definitely doing something the manager likes if he's still on the pitch, because I don't think he's really done much. Madrid still don't look like Madrid. I mean, Madrid hasn't looked like Madrid this season. Like Real Madrid haven't looked like Real Madrid this season. He's offside. Cody Gakpo. Valverde, can he clear the ball? He can't. Carreras. Tchouameni, don't know who that pass was for. I don't know who that pass was for from Tchouameni. As I said, the match reaction to this game is going to be very interesting. With 10 minutes to go now, Real Madrid could not buy a goal if they were offered it. I don't think Real Madrid could buy a goal at the moment. Trent is coming on. Wow. Hey, It's interesting. It is interesting. I don't think Valverde is going to go out, so I think it's going to be Trent for Goulet, and then Valverde goes into the midfield. Mbappe, lovely movement. It's a corner, first corner of the game, I believe, for Real Madrid. To tell you how bad we've been playing. That's to tell you how bad we've been playing. Mbappe looked very good on the left-hand side. Took on Connor Bradley. Rodrigo couldn't do much about it. Trent is coming on. I think it's going to be for Arda Güler. I think Trent is going to come on for Arda Güler. Because Arda Güler has been a tad bit, ball into the box. No one there. Rodrigo. Valverde. Is he going to go for the shots? He's not. Tries to find Rodrigo. Cannot. Substitution. I think it's going to be Trent for Arda Güler. Am I going to be right? I doubt Valverde is coming off. The energy Valverde has on the pitch, it would be crazy for Arda Güler, for Valverde to come off. I think it's going to be for Arda Güler. It is for Arda Güler. So I think Trent, I wouldn't mind seeing Trent in the midfield. To be very honest, I wouldn't mind seeing Trent in the midfield. Doing what Arda Güler was doing. PSG are going to go back against Bayern. Imagine Trent comes and scores the equalizer. I mean, I doubt it. Again, I don't think, unless Trent is going to play out of his skin at the, in the next 10 minutes. Yeah, Trent is going to right back. Which is not, it wasn't unexpected. Valverde is in the midfield now. But Trent, he's not going to play right back. We know Trent is not going to play right back. We know that. He's going to be Vinicius. Takes on Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley has been... Connor Bradley has been very solid against Vinicius. All eyes on Trent. All eyes on him. Can he do something now? I mean, I wouldn't think the Liverpool fans are gonna boo Trent. It would be stupid, very stupid if they boo Trent. He's been a good player for them, but hey, I can't really tell Liverpool fans what to think. If you want to boo him, that's up to you. It's your player. It's your former player at the end of the day. Houghton. Over to Militao. I think Liverpool are a little bit, they're defending now. Walking the bus a little bit. Lovely ball from Militao. Rodrigo controls. Can I get anything on that? It's a goal kick. Eight minutes to go. Real Madrid cannot buy of a goal at this point. Hendrick looks devastated on the bench. Can't blame him. I don't know what Trent is really going to do in this game, to be very honest, but he is on. Verts tries to find the pass. Good interception from Militao. Tchouaméni. Militao over to Trent. His passing is good, but Rodrigo is not going to get there. Trent. Don't know who that pass was for, Trent. Gakpo. Carreras and Salah. Oh, Salah has gotten the better of Carreras here. It's gotten the better of Carreras here. Oh my goodness. What is Carreras doing? Almost could have given away a penalty there. Referee coming closer to make sure it's not a penalty. Again, as I said, Real Madrid could not buy a goal at the moment. Mbappe on the left-hand side, he's getting desperate. He needs a performance here. He hasn't been good. A tackle from Cody Gakpo. Trent over to Rodrigo. He's in the box now. Rodrigo looks for the pass. Vinicius, what is he doing? 6 minutes to go. Liverpool on to make another substitution, probably to bring on fresh legs. I don't blame them. Who can Real Madrid bring from the bench? No one. Vinicius, left-hand side. Conor Bradley has kept him very quiet. Yep, he has kept him very quiet, Conor Bradley. Very quiet. I've been impressed with Conor Bradley. And I think defensively, Conor Bradley is a very solid right back. Very solid right back. Defensively. He doesn't overcommit. He's got that physicality. He's got that defensive awareness. Yeah. He's good. He's good. He's good. And you'll be happy with his performance. Federico Chiesa coming on for who? I would think it's Mo Salah. I would think it's Mohamed Salah. Which will be interesting because it's the first time I would see, Slot making a Salah sub. Houghton, Tchouaméni, as I said, Real Madrid don't look like they could buy a goal now. Tchouaméni is driving forward, still on the ball, gives the ball away to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai has been like a hound dog in this game. Carreras has done well against Salah and just decided to play horribly against Salah. Lovely save from Courtois. Could have been 2. I think it's going to be 2 here. Lovely block from Militao. Courtois has got it. Courtois has got it. It should be 2. It should be 2 here. It should be 2 here. It should be 2 here. Don't know why Carreras is flying into tackles against Salah. He has done very well against him. Courtois has definitely been Real Madrid's man of the match, which is never a good thing. If your goalkeeper is the man of the match, it's never really a good thing because it means, not really doing much. Trent over to Rodrigo. Not doing much again, Rodrigo. Don't know. I honestly don't know what is going on here. The match reaction. I'm basically just thinking about the match reaction right now because I think this game is over. A good win for Liverpool. I think Liverpool have been the better team, but it could also be Real Madrid have played badly and have made Liverpool look good. Because I can list 2 or 3 players that haven't played well for Real Madrid. Houghton is one of them. Goulet was quiet before he got taken off. Vinicius has been kept quiet. I know Conor Bradley is a good defender. Conor Bradley is a good defender, but Vinicius, the quality of player Vinicius is, he shouldn't be, being kept quiet by Conor Bradley. Again, Conor Bradley is a good player, but I think, Vinicius should be doing better. But it is what it is. Florian Wirtz and Robertson being taken off with 3 minutes to go. It's Arne Slot making too many changes. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he is, and maybe he isn't. Milos Kerkez is on. Federico Chiesa is on. Salah is still on the pitch. Salah is still on the pitch. Hey. Tchouaméni. This is the ball. I think Tchouaméni has been watchable, I guess. Watchable is the best word to use to describe Aurelien Tchouaméni. Kerkez has come on and he's probably injured himself here. Two minutes to go. Bayern's still leading against PSG. I think they're going to get that win there. It's a concern for Real Madrid. It is a concern. I think we need more attacking depth. The save from Courtois. Multiple saves from Courtois. I mean, the highlight. They're basically just showing all the saves Courtois has had to make. It's showing all the saves Courtois has had to make in this game. And, the one save he couldn't make was just a good delivery from Dominic Szoboszlai. I don't even think McAllister does a lot for that header. I think Szoboszlai's cross is just so good that anyone scores that. Brahim Diaz is on for Valverde? Brahim Diaz is on for Valverde. It's a weird one. It's a weird sub. It's a weird sub. It is. It is a weird sub. I don't know why I still have 0-0 on. I just realized that. I still have 0-0 on. My God. I just realized I never changed the scoreline. My goodness. Sorry about that, guys. It's not 0-0. It's 1-0. Sorry about that. We're in the 90th minute. I just realized it. I looked over to my screen. I was like, why is it still 0-0 on my screen? It's 1-0. Liverpool. Madrid. 5 minutes of added time. I don't think if Real Madrid had another 45 minutes, they'd score a goal. That's how bad I think they've been. Vinicius up against Conor Bradley. He finally gets the better of him. He doesn't finally get that. I mean, lovely defense from Conor Bradley. He is a solid defender. Very solid right back. Took that tackle very well. Is that Trent on the corner? It is Trent on the corner. Can he deliver something? Trent, lovely delivery. Wow, that was straight to Houghton's head. Mbappe. He's going to try and get up. Szoboszlai has kept him quiet. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe has been, passable. Houghton has been bad. Tchouaméni has been passable. Dominic Szoboszlai, man of the match for me. If I had to give a man of the match, it would be to Dominic Szoboszlai. Header from Militao. Trent, can he get something? He cannot. Gakpo. Trent, good defending. Good clearance from Courtois. Header out from Van Dijk. Header back from Militao. Gravenberch. Not letting Bellingham have a touch on the ball. Tackle on Jude Bellingham. 3 minutes to go. It's going to be a loss for Real Madrid. And I think it's going to be a deserved win for Liverpool. They needed this. They needed the results. Liverpool. Ball goes out. To throw in for Liverpool. So throwing for Liverpool here should have been a throw-in for Real Madrid, but good clearance. Houghton, please clear the ball, Houghton. Good clearance. Can we get that? We cannot. Houghton again. Good clearance. Mbappe. Bellingham. Vinicius. Tries to flick it on to Conor Bradley. They're asking for a foul. Can we stop asking for a handball and play? I mean, Liverpoolers. I mean, this is the Liverpool fans probably want to see more often off. I really don't know what happened in the matches. Liverpool, Brahim Diaz, don't know what that was from Brahim Diaz. Tried to find Mbappe. Konate now is dribbling against Real Madrid defenders. Lovely movement from Gakpo there. Can he find someone? He can. Courtois is out. 2 minutes to go. Tchouaméni with the header. Militao with the header. Brahim Diaz with the flick on to Bellingham. Can we get something here? I think a draw would be good. It's Trent. Over to Rodrigo. Trent. Attempted to put something good into the box. Could not. It's Conor Bradley. Jesus Christ. Tackle on Conor Bradley on Vinicius was heavy. Asserting his dominance. There. It's a heavy tackle on Vinicius. But as I said, I don't think Real Madrid could have bought a win today. Good interception from Militao. Militao and Militao and Courtois have been our best players this game, and that's that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. If Militao and Courtois are our best players this game, that's not a good thing at all. Alonso is not happy, and hey, I wouldn't be happy. I would not be happy with this. I will not be happy with this performance. Not even result. The result is not a concern to me. I think with Real Madrid, results are not my main concern. The performance is my concern. Alonso with a yellow card here. Frustration everywhere. Frustration on the field. Frustration from the manager. Frustration everywhere, and it's understandable. It's really understandable. Real Madrid have got a lot to do. They have Houghton with Clarence, and I think that's going to be the game. Massive win for Liverpool. Massive win for Liverpool, and I think you look at that result if you're a Liverpool fan and you're happy, mainly because of the performance, because it wasn't a scrappy win. They were dominant from first minute to 90th minute. This is the second time I think Liverpool have come up good against Real Madrid. And if you're Xabi Alonso, you're kind of disappointed because the performance against Barcelona, you expected that to spill onto this game, and that didn't happen. And that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But you're going to get a match reaction. We are going to get a match reaction. I'm going to do the match reaction video, edit it, and then we will post that out on the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. And it's been great. It's been nice.